For the 23rd episode of the Positive Fantastic podcast, I interviewed Deanna Denard of Sonoma Enlivened about her probiotic water kefir business. In addition to providing delicious, healthy sodas for the Sebastopol community, Sonoma Enlivened also has D.I.Y kefir culture kits for the fermentation-curious homebrewer. In addition to providing you with everything you need to make a successful batch of water kefir, the kit comes with personal instruction from Deanna's husband, the kefir master brewer, Tom. In this video, I'll walk you through the steps to making your first batch of water kefir with the kit from Sonoma Enlivened. Before you want to brew your first soda, you'll prepare your fresh water by placing your BioSera filtration pouch into your half-gallon jar of water. This helps ensure that your water is alive and vital for your cultures. After you've purified your water, you can fill a quart jar with water and some sugar and place the culture inside the jar. Your culture will be contentedly feeding on this first meal until you're ready to make your first brew, ideally within a couple days. The culture has been cultivated for a decade by Tom to have strong genetics. It's able to withstand the addition of strong herbal additions to your kefir soda. Replenish your BioSera half-gallon and you're officially ready for brewing. Wash everything and bring all of your equipment together. The first beverage you will make with your kit is a lemon ginger kefir ale. There are variations that you'll get to experiment with. Your kit comes with a few different flavors and your kefir culture is accustomed to being fed on both cane sugar and fruit juice sweeteners. Add your dry ingredients first. In this blend, that means you'll add a sugar packet worth of sweetener to your brew jar. If you want to have the added minerals from a pinch of healthy, life-giving salt, feel free to add that too. Now you're going to add your BioSera filtered water to the mixture. The foundation of all good kefir soda is healthy, fresh, pure water that will offer the solution that your culture and ingredients will grow in. Kefir culture has a real affinity for citrus, so it's great to cut up some fresh lemon and add that to your blend. The Sonoma Enlivened folks also encourage you to make the beverage your own unique recipe by adding something from your garden or something that you've wildcrafted to your beverage. I picked some fresh lemongrass and tossed it into the blend. You can get creative with what you want to add, and Tom will help lead your experimentation. When everything has been added for your batch, you can stir your solution. With your wooden spoon, mix everything together by stirring in one direction until you have formed a vortex in your jar. Then, mix it up by stirring in the other direction. This biodynamic stirring method helps everything really get potentized in your jar, and this is a great time to drop into your brewing process by stirring yourself into your mixture. You can sing or meditate as you interact with the elements in your beverage and prepare your solution to receive the kefir water typicose to grow in. You have now created a very special drink for your kefir culture to imbibe. You can fill the jar the rest of the way with water or add some kind of fruit juice to add another sweetener flavor to your brew. If you're making the ginger ale, you can add the ginger bug now and stir that in too. Finally, take your quart jar with your culture in it and add your bag of kefir typicose to your solution so that it can feed on its magical concoction. The alchemy begins now. The mother culture is the bag of kefir crystals, and as soon as it is added, your jar begins to become a liquid solution of culture. You're ready to put the cap on now. The microbial wonderland will feed and transform the sugars into biological fractals with potent probiotic qualities. You fed your mixture so that it can feed you deeply. The fermentation can happen on your counter for the next 6 to 12 hours before you can pop up the top and use the handy green lid to pour out a bit of the solution to taste. Keep tasting as you go for the next several hours to days until you find the sweetness that you desire. You can return your culture bag to a quart jar with some sugar and water to store in your fridge until you're ready to make your next batch. You can drink from the half-gallon you've created as your primary fermentation, while storing it in the fridge so that it cultures more slowly once you've achieved your desired sweetness. You can also ask Tom about secondary fermentation in a pop-top jar for increased bubble action. Your kit also comes with some herbal elixir blends like the Tulsi Rose packet that you can use for making another batch with another flavor. Be sure to feed your culture at least every 2 weeks to freshen them by making a fresh kefir batch or at least adding some sugar to your quart jar with some culture in it. If you're interested in getting your own batch of kefir brewing at home, you can contact Tom. Visit the Sonoma Enlivened website at enliven.me and tune in to the Positive Fantastic to hear more about the journey Deanna and Tom have taken to create a local kefir culture business.